Welcome back to Snooze Nebula. Go on, get comfortable. Pull the blanket up, let your body grow heavy, and let your eyes close whenever they would like to. Tonight, we are going to wander slowly back through time, nearly 2,000 years to the warm streets and quiet evenings of ancient Rome. Not the Rome of battles and emperors, but the gentle, everyday Rome. The warm baths and the little food stalls and the soft lamplight in the windows as a great old city settled down to sleep. There is nothing to do now but rest and imagine. So take one slow breath in and let us drift back through the years. Let us begin. The Romans were great builders of roads. Over the centuries, they laid down enough of them to circle the whole earth many times over. Smooth, straight, beautifully made roads running out across mountains and marshes and plains, all the way to the edges of their vast world. And they built them so very well that, astonishingly, some of those same roads are still there today, nearly 2,000 years later, their old stones still quietly holding the earth in place. There is an old saying that all roads lead to Rome. And once, it was very nearly true. For every one of those great roads wound its way in the end back to the golden city at the center of it all. Imagine a traveler long ago, walking home along one of them in the soft evening light, the warm stones beneath their feet, the city glowing gently in the distance. At the end of each day, the people of Rome went to the baths. And the Roman baths were something wonderful. Not just a place to wash, but the warm, beating heart of the whole town. Almost everyone went, rich and poor alike, for just a small coin, or none at all. You would drift slowly from room to room, a warm room, and then a hot, steamy one, and then a cool, refreshing plunge to finish. And all around, people would gather to talk and rest and laugh softly and let the warmth soak the day away. Some baths had gardens and libraries and quiet corners to sit. It was where the whole town came every single evening, simply to be warm and clean and calm together. Imagine that gentle steam and the soft echo of quiet voices, and the warm water easing every tired thought away. Life in the city of Rome was busy and warm and surprisingly familiar. Most people lived in tall apartment buildings, stacked several stories high, crowded close together along the winding streets. Few of them had kitchens of their own. And so, just like today, they would step out to buy a warm meal from a little food stall on the corner, where pots of stew and soup sat sunk into a stone counter, steaming gently all day long. They would meet their friends in the great open square at the city's heart and shop and gossip and watch the world go by. There were bakeries, warm with the smell of fresh bread, and fountains of cool, clear water on nearly every street. It was, in so many small and gentle ways, a life not so very different from our own. When evening came, the Romans loved to gather and eat together. At a proper dinner, they did not sit up at the table as we do. They reclined, stretched out on soft couches, propped up on one elbow, eating slowly, and talking for hours late into the warm night. They loved simple good things, fresh bread and olives and figs and honey and grapes still warm from the sun. They flavored almost everything with a salty sauce they adored, and they finished with sweet cakes soaked in honey. And all the while, the oil lamps flickered softly, and the conversation drifted on, gentle and unhurried, with nowhere else in the world to be. A warm meal and good company, and a long, slow evening. Some comforts never really change at all. And here is a curious, gentle thing about Rome at night. By day, the streets were far too narrow and crowded for carts and wagons. So the Romans made a rule that all the heavy deliveries had to be made after dark. And so, as the city drifted off to sleep, the ox carts would come, rumbling softly through the lamplit streets, carrying grain and stone and wine, quietly restocking the great city for the day ahead. Above the rooftops, the same stars we see tonight wheeled slowly across the sky. In the windows, small oil lamps glowed, warm and golden, and little by little the noise faded, and the lamps went out, one by one, and the greatest city in the world grew quiet and still and dark and slept, just as you are about to, beneath the very same stars. The Romans were wonderfully clever in soft and practical ways. To carry fresh water into their cities, they built the aqueducts, great graceful bridges of stone arches marching for miles across the countryside, tilted at the most gentle of slopes, so the water would flow along them slowly, all on its own, from the distant hills right into the heart of the city. And they made a kind of stone of their own, a concrete so strong and so clever that it has lasted 2,000 years and more. Some of their great domed buildings are still standing today, whole and unbroken after all these centuries. They even gave us the calendar we still use, with its 12 months and its leap year, so that the very shape of your year, tonight, was quietly decided in Rome a very, very long time ago. In the end, like all things, ancient Rome grew old and faded and passed gently into history. But it never truly left us. It is still here, all around, in 1,000 quiet ways. It is in the words we speak, for so much of our language grew from old Latin roots. It is in the names of our months, for the warm days of July and August are named for Romans who lived 2,000 years ago. It is in our roads and our buildings and our calendars and our laws. Every day, without ever noticing, we walk in the soft, long shadow of Rome. And somewhere tonight, an old Roman road still runs quietly through the dark, and an old Roman wall still stands beneath the stars, patient and enduring, and gently keeping the past alive while the world sleeps. So, as you drift off now, imagine that old city settling into its evening so very long ago, the baths growing quiet, the lamps burning low, the streets falling still beneath the stars. For thousands of years, people have done exactly what you are doing tonight, laid down their weary heads and let the long day go, and slept beneath the same soft sky. You are simply the newest to rest in that long, warm line. Sleep well, and whenever you are ready, we will wander through time again. Good night from Snooze Nebula.